Hey everybody, Elle here, playing Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key. Happy New Year! Looks like all the balloons have dropped in the Plaza of Daybreak Town and they cleaned up the snow off the Christmas tree and brought it back. We do have some goodies in our present box. First up is the free 6-star King Mickey Chain of Memories version. This is the free weekly medal that we'll be getting for all of January. Plus we also have 3,000 free jewels as a New Year's gift. Very sweet. Because it is a new month and a new year, we have a ton to go over. First notice is for the January Coliseum. They are featuring the Terra and Aqua armor this time, very badass. And the new skill is going to be Second Chance 2. Second Chance 2 works the same way as the original Second Chance, except that it has a higher proc rate. We don't know what the higher proc rate is, and probably won't find out until we get our hands on this on February 1st. Looking forward to it though, and you can get 2 copies of this skill if you're ranked within the top 500 in this new Coliseum, or you can pick up just 1 copy of Second Chance 2 for being within the top 5,000 in this Coliseum. Below rank 5,000, the new skill gets downgraded into the original Second Chance. Still not too shabby if you're new to the game. And the mask part on the Terra and Aqua armor carry rate appearance luck plus 10. And so this time they're really generous with the cutoff on the avatar part. The top 30,000 players will get the mask on the Terra and Aqua armor. I'm sure they did this because they know a lot of people are going to be wanting to complete the armor and not be running around missing the mask. All good stuff, let's keep going. Second notice, we have very exciting Meowow avatar boards open from now through January 9th. These cost 7,770 jewels a piece to open. Pretty steep. But here's what you get. You get Meowow costumes and also a Meowow balloon set. And to justify that high cost, they've stuffed this with a ton of goodies. We have 6 skills to talk about. The very first skill is a completely new one. This is called Status Triple EX. It does Poison, Sleep, and Paralysis, all in the same skill. It procs on taps, swipes, and abilities. So it's just like PoisonEX, ParalysisEx, and SleepEX combined. Or if you're playing the NA version, that's the plus version of those skills. Poison plus, Sleep plus, Paralysis plus, all combined together into the same skill. The effect lasts for 1 turn. And even though that the proc rates have been nerfed for higher level enemies, this does still seem pretty exciting to have all on the same skill. The other 5 skills are going to be Ability 2 and Attack Up L 100%, and then we'll get 2 copies of Attack Up XL, 1 Attack Up L 100%, 1 Ability Prize in Attack Up L, and 1 Lux in Attack Up L. So all very top tier skills. In addition, this board also has a full 6 Mickey and brooms. Enough to gilt any medal that you pick up, even if it comes unorbed. After that, there are also 4 kinds of stones that you can get. 1 Sunstone, 1 Power Stone, 1 Speed Stone, and 1 Magic Stone, plus the avatar parts themselves. So we have 7 skills, right? Because we have to count the 2 copies of XL, and 6 Mickey and brooms, plus 1 of each 4 kinds of stone. All in 1 board for 7,770 jewels. Pretty steep, but I think it's kind of worth it to pick up at least 1 of these. If you have the jewels to pick up both, then that will be a ton of skills. You probably won't be running out of skills to use on your medals for a long time. Anyway, this time the Meowow balloon set does have skill luck plus 6, and I believe this increases the maximum amount of skill luck that you can wear on your player. Previously, I think the middle back part only had a maximum of skill luck plus 3. So this means, I think, that we can go up to skill luck plus 24 on our player. So I think it's worth at least picking up 1 of these boards for that reason as well. Anyway, let's move on. We have a couple events to talk about. The first one is a Happy New Year daily rotation present quest. Open for just 3 days from now through January 3rd. Every day before midnight, you can run a quest to pick up some Broom Servant, also skip tickets and magic mirrors. Pretty straightforward. The next event, open from now through January 8th, is another New Year's event where we can pick up past event medals. And here those are. There are 20 quests in this event, and we'll be picking up these event medals by completing objectives. So none of these are going to be farmable. There are a limited number that you can pick up. So they are, not all of these are pictured here, but I'll read off the list here. You can get Flower Meows, Kid Soras, Kid Riku's, Kid Kairis, or actually just one Kid Kairi, sorry. Also, Valentine's Day version Minnie, Valentine's Day version Mickey and Minnie, White Day version of Beast, and White Day version the Prince and Belle medal. So very nice. If you miss those events, you can at least have these for your album completion, even if they don't give you enough to gilt. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's skip one notice and go to the top here to talk about the New Year special draw banner featuring key art number 7, or bobblehead number 2. This is a 6-day banner open from now through January 6th, and it's really exciting because the reprints this time have our very first Tier 5 medals that we got during the game's anniversary back in September. So every time we do a 10 pull on this banner, we'll receive at least one out of these 6 reprint medals guaranteed, including 4 Tier 5s, plus 10 VIP coins and the usual SID 5. Here's a closer look at key art number 7 and that expanded artwork. Key art number 7 will have 3 dots filled in if you pull it from this banner, and it does have Tier 5 gilt at up to 150%. Like all other key arts, there is no voice quote or background music track on this one. Let's talk about its ability. Key art number 7 is an AoE medal that debuffs your enemy's general defense by 1 tier for 2 turns. It is stronger the earlier you place it in your Keyblade. It deals 7 hits, costs 4 gauges, and has a range multiplier between 6.5 up to 9.82 at max gilt. So this is pretty much the same ability that we saw on the Kingdom Hearts 2 illustrated Sora. This one costs 1 more gauge. That one costs 3. This one costs 4, but this one does have a higher multiplier. And just by virtue of it being upright magic instead of upright power, this fits in a lot more places than that other Sora medal did. You can put this in the Moogle of Glory, in the Crystal Works or Stroke of Midnight, Fantasy Notes or Counterpoint, and yeah, it goes in a lot of places. Also the Divine Rose. So a lot more flexible, more damage for 1 more gauge cost. I think that's okay because we have access to the ability to and attack up at 100% skill now. It's very exciting. And here's a closer look at the reprint premiums this time. The 4 bigger ones, of course, are going to be our Tier 5s that we got during our anniversary. Key art number 1, Sora Illustrated version B, Key art 3, Riku Illustrated version B, and then we have Illustrated Shion and Casual Roxas. Not too shabby. Every one of these is going to be a useful addition to your Keyblades if you don't have them already. If you're lucky enough to pull a boosted key art number 7, you can see that its attack and defense will both be boosted by the extra 1,000, and if you pull any of the other reprint premiums boosted, those will only have their attack boosted by an extra 1,000. And key art number 7 is guaranteed within 5-10 pulls, so if you don't see it on your first 4 pulls, it'll definitely be there on your 5th. Okay, let's keep going. This time they are celebrating the release of key art number 6 and 7 by giving us commemorative skills. So instead of a special commemorative bonus medal, this time we'll get bonus skills. It will be 3 copies of this skill called Lux and Ability Prize and Attack Up L. So this is extra Lux, extra Ability Prize orbs, and 1.6 damage, all on the same skill. No word on the proc rate of this. It does have RNG. It's not the 100% version. I assume it's probably going to be close, if not exactly the same as the Lux and Attack Up L at 54%. But I guess we'll see when someone picks this up. Because we do have access to gauge restore fairly easily from either the Tyree medal or also the Santa Sora if you got the VIP was it last week or a couple of weeks ago? It's been so long. But yeah, because we have access to those goodies, the ability prize isn't as important. So personally, I wouldn't break the bank trying to go after these. Although if you're guilting key art number 6 and 7 anyway, this is nice to have. You will get 3 copies of this if you manage to guilt any combination of the 2 bobbleheads. So 1 of each or 2 of either by the deadline, which is January 10th at 3 p.m. If you guilt 1 of each or 2 of either by that deadline, then you will see these 3 Scrooges in your present box on January 11th at 3 p.m. And that's it for all the notices. I'm gonna cut the video short right here and then make a separate video going over some of these quests and translations so it doesn't run too long. So thank you guys so much for watching this one. Please like and subscribe if you're enjoying this channel, and I'll see you shortly for the next one.